I believe that I found some nice news, hypothetically, when it comes to the future of ZBCN. And even though nothing I say is financial advice, take a look at this right here. We'll see that not too long ago, when it comes to an account on X, it says by Link AI, right? Partnership announcement, Link AI and Zebec. Now, it does say in this post, we're excited to partner with Zebec, a leading multi-chain payments infrastructure provider, powering real-time crypto transactions and everyday utility. Now, this is amazing because, of course, as the name goes, Link AI, of course, hypothetically focused on AI. So I do like this direction in which Zebec is heading. I feel like there's more and more things that people can kind of latch on to when it comes to Zebec. It's not a project that's lazy, boring, and not really doing anything. And not to mention AI, despite, some of the hype kind of being gone a little bit, I believe that it's still one of like the most hyped about markets in the crypto space as of right now. So I do like this, right? Furthermore though, in this post, it does say that through this collaboration, LNQ, which is like, I'm assuming the ticker symbol of Link AI, but even besides that, it says that will be integrated into Zebec cards, enabling users to spend their tokens at any merchant that accepts MasterCard. And again, as we all know, Zebec cards, very fantastic. I do like that MasterCard aspect of it. However, even besides that, there's a bunch more random stuff in this post that I think people don't really care about. But even besides that, let's just take like the basic point, right? This is very amazing when it comes for the future of Zebec, in my opinion, because if we see more things going on when it comes to the AI space and regarding also Zebec, this is going to be very beneficial because if we take a look at something like Ripple and Stellar, we don't really see much hype news really going on with that. Don't get me wrong, they're still going to be the market leaders, but I do like the direction in which Zebec is heading. And I feel like, beyond just a bunch of more random information in this post, there is something that I feel like kind of highlights how amazing Zebec is because it does say that this integration also benefits from Zebec, or should I say Zebec AI actually, an AI-powered layer built to enhance payment security, detect fraud, and reduce email risk before it happens. So I think this right here is very amazing because, of course, when I take a look at Zebec, sometimes people take a look at it, it's just a project that's kind of focused on global trade and finance, the payments market. But again, Zebec has more layers. Take a look at, again, aspects of AI, right? It's focused on AI-based PayFi. We're seeing somewhat a glimpse of it, actually, as of right now within this post, right? Not to mention as well, we take a look at Zebec focused on payrolls, right? People like that, focused on RWAs, people like that too. These are all like the quote unquote it market to be focused on as of right now, beyond like, blockchain gaming or whatever. This is kind of markets that are on the rise, in my opinion. So I like Zebec. It's really fitting into the narrative of what people like, especially during this bull run. Not to mention as well, when I take a look at Zebec, right, people like to say, it's kind of peaked and all this. Again, how can ZBCN kind of peak as of right now? Because we're nowhere near a fully fledged type of altcoin season. 10 cents, not too long ago, I made a video on it, was around a 24x. Now it's around a 20x. So ZBCN actually, despite the pullback, had a little bit of a pump, a little bit of a recovery. I think ZBCN, hypothetically, is such an amazing pick for me. And so far, I haven't been wrong when it comes to ZBCN, in my opinion. But you know what? I do believe that, again, better days are ahead because imagine, right, in the upcoming months, what more partnerships could we see when it comes to Zebec? What new things could come along? I believe that really maybe things that are very fantastic because I feel like the team is working hard, they're putting effort, they're not giving up, and they kind of treat this, in my opinion, at least the vibe, as a full-time thing, Some other projects out there, it kind of feels like the team is doing it part-time for whatever reason. It just kind of feels like, they just do this whenever they feel like it. They have partnerships whenever they feel like it. But then if they don't have it, they don't really care. But this one doesn't have that vibe. It doesn't have that lazy type of vibe, in my opinion. It feels very enthusiastic, feels very energetic to me. And I do like this. Now, people may be thinking that, oh man, like when it comes to all this, the altcoin season is taking too long and all this type of stuff. Again, it may feel like a long time, but really in the world of cryptocurrencies, things hypothetically move very quickly when they do want to move. So I want to be prepared for a moment like that, right? By just accumulating, holding, and just waiting. And I feel like when it comes to ZBCN, sometimes people like to say that, oh man, this is kind of bad because it's not listed on so many major exchanges. Well, here's the way to take a look at it. It doesn't have the best exchange listings, but isn't that very amazing actually what I'm seeing? Because think about this, right? ZBCN is able to have that much action, so to speak, right? That much momentum, despite not having, the top tip of the spear type of exchange listings, in a sense that it doesn't have like the best of the best exchange listings, right? Even despite that, it's already doing this. So if the exchange listings got better, what would ZBCN look like? I mean, hypothetically, I think a lot more fantastic, which is why 10 cents is still what I have my sights on for this bull run. It feels like even if, let's say, ZBCN doesn't get listed on any more exchanges, it still would feel like 10 cents doesn't even feel that unrealistic anyways, because it feels like it's already sufficient, actually. Now, some people may be thinking it's not sufficient, but again, just take a look at the momentum when it comes to ZBCN. And if the altcoin season, really is in fifth gear, if the altcoin space was a lot better than right now, I feel like, the attention could maybe be a lot better too when it comes to ZBCN. And I think ZBCN has kind of solidified itself as, a project that is not forgotten about, I wouldn't even say during a fully fledged bull run because we're not, right? I would just say just not forgotten about in general. Like, take a look at ZBCN, right? People are not even forgetting about it, and we're nowhere near a fully fledged type of altcoin season. So I do like what I'm seeing here. So it's just a waiting game personally for me as of right now. All I have to do is just stay patient, acquire more, hold, and I just wait. That's it. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. Greatly appreciate it. It's only the captain, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm a peace. Bye.